fact that it was conceptualized by our beloved Camilla Pinckney Price. She saw this, and to see it come to fruition is powerful. It's all of us coming together saying, this is a time for us to be unified as a borough like never before. We understand that unity represents strength. It's also a time to eradicate the fear that has been launched in the hearts of our beloved borough. To let them know, hey, guess what? This line represents that there is more that is with us than they are that's against us. And from this day forward, we're saying that, you know what, we're going to march to the same drum beat. We're going to do what we need to do to eradicate violence, whether it's domestic violence, gun violence, whatever type of violence it is, whether it's the violence against the minds of our youth. We're saying we're going to stand together until we see change come to this borough. This is why we're here today.
Good afternoon. My name is Councilmember Andy King. I represent the 12th District of the Northeast section of the Bronx. Today, I am here along with a number of young people from the 12th District from the Bronx Youth Empowerment Program to speak out, to show solidarity, and stand up against all crimes, against all people. And that's what we need to do each and every day as a community and as a family. I was born and raised that it takes a village to raise a child. In order for that to be true, we have to continue to educate ourselves and love each other. Once we teach ourselves to love each other, then when we talk about poverty, then poverty doesn't mean that you have to commit crimes. Doesn't mean that you have to hurt someone. And that's where we have to get to that whole one conversation that we as a neighbor, we as people of color, understanding our ancestry and our history, the people who've done the work, the people who've died, the people who've gotten abused, to make sure that we had certain liberties just today in the year 2013, that we don't ever forget that. So I'm here today in support of Ruben Diaz, the borough president, and all Bronxite to say, crime against crime, crime against crime, and crime on crime on crime is no longer to be tolerated in the borough of the Bronx. Thank you.
Bill Thompson, former New York City Controller, candidate for mayor this year. But I'm happy to be here in the Bronx. I mean, as you can see, we're stretching out down the Grand Concourse, standing here against violence. But, you know, just sending messages against so many different things. But I think more than anything, what we are sending a message out is a message of unity. And that's what today is about, is all of us coming together to, you know, talk about, to come out against violence, bullying, so many different things. But to say that we are united, that we are going to make sure that things improve. We're going to get, the Bronx has been getting better. The Bronx is kind of the place to be in a number of ways in the city of New York these days. But we're going to make the Bronx even better. So we are sending that strong message out this afternoon that more than anything, we are united. And that's why I'm here and proud to be here this afternoon.
My name is Scott Stringer, Manhattan Borough President. I'm very glad to be on the concourse with hands across the Bronx to say enough to violence, enough to gun shootings, enough to children killing children, because there's such a proliferation of guns. It's easy to get a gun, and we've got to do everything we can as a community to stop this. I want to commend Ruben Diaz for bringing us all out here today. You don't have to be in the Bronx to be part of the Bronx, and all of us are here from all 5 boroughs to say enough is enough. And part of what we've got to do is pass tough laws, but we've also got to talk to our children, all of our children. The children who will never meet, we have to give them the kind of programs and opportunities so they can get their lives together. And since I've been on the concourse, I'm meeting kids who want to be journalists, another young person going to Morehouse College. There is real talent in the streets of the city, and we just got to get our kids to a safe place.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a historical moment. This is historical. Hands across the Bronx. We got people from every walk of life, from every faith, coming together, dealing with the issue of the fact that we got issues in the Bronx that concern all of us. You know, we're tired of the violence. We're tired of the school closing. We're tired of the racial profiling, the stop and frisk, the whole 9 yards. We're out here saying, you know what? We're a united Bronx. We're going to fight. We're going to do whatever we got to do to make this thing work. We're not going nowhere. No, we're not going to be run out of town. No, we're not going to be forced to move anywhere. This is the Bronx that belongs to the people, and so the people are standing up. So we got elected officials, we've got clergy, we've got imams, we've got Christians, we've got Jews. Everybody's here making a statement. These are hands across the Bronx, and we're going to see our Bronx be what it's supposed to be.
My name is Nini Ali, and I'm out here to just send the message of taking back our community, stopping the shootings, bringing positivity to the community and taking everything that's negative out. And I'm here with my youth group because as youth, there's a lot of youth that are going down the wrong path and who are behind the shootings. So we want to stop the shootings and save more lives.
I'm Brian Melford of the Bronx Youth Empowerment Program. We stand here united as members of this community, and we're here to say enough is enough. We're going to bring back the power to the people, and we're going to let them know that we're here to stay. We're members of the community, and we're positive. We're doing the right thing. We want to make sure that the people of the Bronx know that the Bronx Youth Empowerment Program, as well as others in this community, are united together for sharing the right messages and for doing the right thing.
I am proud. I mean, to be the borough president of the Bronx, to have this clarion call where people hold hands across the concourse. You know, initially you're kind of nervous whether or not the community will respond. Well, you know what? My community didn't let me down here. The Bronx came out in large numbers, and whether they come from the East Bronx, the South Bronx, the North Bronx, whether they're Latinos or Black or Hindus or Muslims or Christians, everybody from all walks of life came out here today and said, we are no longer going to tolerate the criminal activity. We're no longer going to stay silent to the crime here. And while we've had great numbers in the last year than we've seen since 1963, we still don't want for the summer to come and us not taking stands. And so my community, the Bronx community, One Bronx came out here today. We held hands. We did it in a strong way. We did it as a family. And as the borough president, I'm proud of my borough.